Nah, let me stop playing. What's good, Mo fam? This your girl back with another video. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. And today's video is Speak On It Fridays. But before I even speak on anything, let's zoom in on these. This is by Monique Art Collections, which is my lash brand. Make sure you guys follow my other Instagram. Everything will be in the description bar down below. But anyway, let's get into Speak On a Friday. So today's topic is something that I see that keep popping up on my timeline. If you're new to my page, to my channel, every Friday I try to speak on something that I constantly see that's constantly popping up on my timeline. So it's only right that I talk about manifesting love. Yes, I'm talking about manifesting love. I kept seeing it popping up on my timeline. Your girl B Simone, she did a little manifesting love on Sunday. I believe she did a video and the internet was on fire. So now, last night I also saw a video by this girl. Her name is The Queen Poe. I will have all her little information down below in the description bar. And basically, manifesting love. We know what manifestation is. We are constantly speaking something into existence, right? Cool. So I just want to touch on manifesting love just for a few, because like I said, I'm new to this little, thing. Anyway, so basically, in a video I saw last night, the young lady, she was talking about, manifesting love and how we have different type of love languages, right? So a love language can be something where, let me give you an example. Somebody's love language can be a giver, a provider. Another love language can be service, goods. You are compassionate. You are a good communicator. So in the video, basically, she just broke down various, different love languages and how we as individuals can decipher, okay, well, this is my love language. I'm a giver, I'm a receiver, but then somebody else's love language can be not a giver, but just not affectionate, but just a provider. So in the whole video, basically her sayings and her manifesting love was something similar to B Simone's, but I liked hers a little bit better in my opinion, because she really told the backstory about, her aunt and her uncle marriage, and she didn't really give too much detail. But what was the shocker and of the points that I actually liked about the video was that her uncle and her aunt was married for some time, and he wasn't emotionally in love with this woman after 30-something years. And that stood out to me because they had different love languages. His love language was affectionate, hers was service and goods. And as we are still in Valentine's, not even Valentine's, but the month of February, I just want to bring my perspective on love languages, period. My love language, service and goods. I'm a nurturer by nature. I like to take care of people. I like to, have people feel good in my presence. If you come over to my house, what you want, when you want this, you want that, I'm a giver. If somebody need me, they're like, oh, Mo, Niqua, whatever the case may be, I need X, Y, Z, I'm on it. That's mine. Also, I'm affectionate as well too. I like to be touched. I like to give affection, I like to receive affection. Those are my love languages, also communication. So I was able to identify my love languages, and I'm like, okay, cool. Like, there is always room to grow in love languages. And like she said yesterday, just to piggyback on what she said, every single day, every single year, we are growing, right? So our love language is not going to be the same for 17 plus years, or even 10 years, or even 5 years in a relationship with somebody. And she did not only speak on marriage, she also spoke on just regular relationships that we have with individuals, we have to get to a point where we study people languages, period. And we're going to be an effective relationship with anybody, whether it's your spouse, your children, your parents. We need to study people so that we're not giving too much and we're not taking too much. You get what I'm saying? So I learned that last night. And I'm like, oh, that is so powerful because of the fact that we be in relationship with people and we expect them to know what our love language is or what our language is. But first, the person got to study us, period. So I was excited to listen to hers. And I also, like I said, was so enlightened and empowered last night because of the simple fact that even me as an individual, whatever relationships that I'll have been in the past or future, I never got the time to study somebody's love language. I never. I just always, went off, with my love languages and what I wanted and what I needed. And it don't work like that. It's a give and take. Also, another point she hit the head on a nail for me was we have to know what we want out of a relationship with anybody. And that stood out for me because sometimes we get into these relationships and we want to be married and we want to, I want this, I want that. No. We have to know what we want first so that when we get into this relationship with people, the word that she used was require. We're not requesting, we are requiring for somebody to treat us like this. We're not going to accept anything that we don't require. And that's sometimes as women, as men, as individuals, and our love language and our love this, we don't require for somebody to do anything for us. Along the way, me personally, even in my own relationship, in my own marriage, in my own relationship, whatever, even I have not required certain things out of my spouse through the years. So we've been married for 9 years together for 11 years. And so now that I'm getting older, I'm requiring more. I'm requiring, certain things that maybe I wouldn't have required maybe 2, 4, 5, let's even say 8 years ago. And that's when we got to be very clear on, but before we get into any type of relationship, marriage, fiance shit, whatever you want to know, we got to know who we are first. Know the type of individual we are dealing with and what are we requiring of that person? What are we going to bring to the table? What is going to be beneficial for us in the relationship, period. So as I'm getting older and as I'm learning, my spouse and, I'm sure he's learning me every single day, we're not going to be the same individual when we was in our 20s. We're not. It's in, we should always there should always be a growth in a relationship, whether you're married, whether you are engaged, whether you are just in a relationship with anybody, period. There should be growth. There should be somebody requiring you to come up higher, period. And that's why I'm like, I'm just so charged on today because it just was like, God is just like, it's just like I said, what B. Simone said about manifesting, if you work at Burger King, if you work at this, whatever, that's cool. I liked hers, but the lady I saw last night, Queen Pell, she did it for me because she spoke from a place of trauma. And this is what she said. She was saying that, oftentimes we get in these relationships, not know who we really are as individuals, right? So we let our trauma, we don't wear our trauma wears us. I hope y'all got that. Because sometimes we get into these relationships with people, husbands, fiancés, and people, over the years, it's so funny how over the years, I've heard so many people, women and men, I just want to get married, I just want to find my soulmate, I just want to do this, but they have never worked on themselves first. How can you enter into a commitment, into a marriage, and you have not did your work first? There's a work to be done. People always say, well, marriage is not easy. No, it's not. Trust me. I'm married. It's not easy. But you have to have two people that's willing to make a sacrifice, requiring of both sides. It's like I can't be requiring something and my husband is not requiring anything. Doesn't make sense. So if you guys are looking, dating, seeking, or requested to be married, my advice, you know what I'm saying, is A, know yourself first, know your love languages, knowing what you are going to be able to tolerate, know what you are going to be willing to sacrifice in a marriage, period. And you know the funny part about this little speak on a Friday was not even about, it wasn't going to be about marriage, but I like, God is doing what he's doing, so I'm just going to flow with it. So I ain't even going to question what I'm about to, what God is about to, use me in this next couple of minutes. So if you guys, like I said, are looking, requesting, seeking to be married, again, know yourself, know your worth, and just take some time to know you. I believe oftentimes we as women, we just want the hurrah, that is, that, whatever, the marriage, the ring, you know what I'm saying? It's cool, it's good, but just know who you are as an individual. Just take some time to be by yourself, to study yourself, to know you. So when you do, the opportunity does come up and you do, get engaged and you guys go to marriage counseling before y'all get married and y'all on the same page. You like, listen, I require ABC. My love languages is A, B, C, D, E. And can you give me A, B, C, D, and E? And if the individual is not willing to give you A or B, but it's not gonna, not to say it's not gonna work, it's just not gonna flow the way maybe you want it to flow. You get what I'm saying? So like I said, taking our time to know and manifest in love, I believe everybody should manifest love and healing and prosper and some other stuff. You get what I'm saying? So when we say, Lord, I'm manifesting a husband that's going to treat me right, that's going to be in tune with my spirit, vice versa, it gotta make sense. Because if you're manifesting about your husband, what about manifesting some goals for you? Like, Lord, I'm going to be a submissive wife. I'm manifesting submissiveness. I'm manifesting, letting certain things go that maybe will bring some type of trauma or drama into this relationship. So it's a two-way street for me personally. If I'm manifesting something about a husband or a relationship, I'm definitely going to be manifesting some things about myself too, because at the end of the day, I believe the ultimate goal and these manifestations is it to happen. We speak it, we believe it, and we walk in it, period. So manifesting love is good. And also affirmations. I am a big believer, I love to speak in the atmosphere. I love to be like, oh, you beautiful. I even give affirmations to, my kids, and even speaking over my marriage and stuff like that. So I believe in love languages. I believe in manifesting love, and I definitely believe in affirmations. But like I said, the key thing is to know thyself. Know yourself before you enter any commitment and any type of bond. A legal bond, period. Because like I said, I see some people on my timeline, they want to get married, they want this, and baby, like I said, I believe that if you're not married by now, it's a reason why. Maybe that thing that held you, or that trauma that you was in when you was a child but never dealt with it, maybe that marriage is not right now for you, because of the fact that maybe God wants you to be healed. He wants us. I believe the ultimate goal in relationships, period, is that why certain people, not married right now. It's the waiting thing. And God listen, he's preparing something for you. And right now, baby girl, baby boy, you're not going to be able to handle it. So just wait. Take your time. I always say this to people. Take your time. Don't rush into no marriage. Take your time. Listen, I'm speaking from experience. Not to say that, you know, I should have waited, because that's not what I'm saying. But because what works for me works for me. You know what I'm saying? So, but what I'm saying is that, just take your time, get to know yourself. And I think that's the biggest lesson of today is requiring of your significant other, whether it's in friendships, business ships, co-workerships, family ships. We have to start requiring of people to do right by us, and we have to do the same. Because oftentimes in relationships, is like barriers get crossed, boundaries get crossed. You get, so it's like we want to stay in this zone of really giving relationships and spouseships and engagement ships. Listen, we want to be able to really give our best and show up best for that person. And as I'm getting older, as I'm getting, you know, more in my little wisdom bag, yes, your girl is, don't you see? It's the wisdom, period, the discernment. God is good. As I'm continuing to get older and continue to really like live this life, trust me, I'm just learning. I want to be able to show up for people the way they show up for me, and vice versa. I'm not settling for nothing less than what I know that I deserve, period. And that's what I hope you guys take on today. Speak on it Friday. Manifesting love, requiring. But we gotta we owe it to ourselves to not stay in relationships with people if it's not beneficial for us, if it's not taking us to the moon, if it's not taking us to another planet. We owe it to ourselves to build relationships, healthy relationships with people. And I gotta hit back on this word require. I'm not forcing you. I'm not even requesting you. I'm not even begging you, but I'm requiring you to, when it comes to me, nah. We go do something different. And that should be our mindset. We should manifest that, to require people to do right by us, people to handle us better. Even in my own relationships, and I'm requiring, you know, more than maybe more now than maybe what I was when I was in my 20s. Like I said, we change as humans. What worked for us 10 years ago, baby, is not gonna work for me now. Not. I just gotta be real. Like, it's not. And I'm only speaking on personal relationship. I'm only speaking on personal relationships. I only could give advice because of the fact that I'm not going to give advice on something that I don't know what I'm talking about. No, like I said, we have to as individuals. I don't care who you are. I don't care. Like, I don't care. We have to. Like I said, we owe it to ourselves to change the pattern of how people treat us and how we treat people in our relationships. So like I said, whoever's out there contemplating getting married, beautiful thing. Trust me. If you're engaged and you're not too sure, what I want you to do, this is Mo speaking, write 3 things down. Listen, because you got to listen. You have to write these 3 things down. And it would be getting to know myself. What are my love languages? And am I requiring of my significant other? And those are the 3 things that you got to ask yourself. Write these 3 things down. And if you cannot answer 1 or 2 or 3, then baby, you need to be by yourself. You need to definitely work on spiritual healing. And because like I said, this journey of marriage and love and relationship is just it's powerful. And it has something, it speaks volumes of relationship, marriage, love, everything. It just speaks volumes. So like I said, before we enter into anything, we gotta take some time to listen. Like, I'm like, nah, I'm in a place like I'm not I can't accept nothing less than what I know, like my worth, like my value. Nah, I gotta stop playing with myself. And that's sometimes you gotta be real, like, yo, I really gotta stop playing with myself. I really gotta I really gotta stop playing with myself, because if you, I feel like if you allow certain things, and if you don't require change or require somebody to treat you, you think somebody gonna treat you like what? You accepting this, so you think somebody, they're not. So I hope you guys enjoyed this Speak on a Friday. Oh my gosh, I could go on and on and on. I really can, but maybe I'll do a part 2 next Friday to just, break some more stuff down, and just like I said, I'm in a love in a love space today. Like I really am. I don't know, maybe because it's snowing outside. I don't know what it is. It's just that it's the word love is just like just hearing this woman last night, just hearing, B. Simone, just other people love. And I think as humans, we naturally want to feel loved. God love us, we love God, okay, but sometimes it's like we know all of that, but sometimes it's like we just want somebody to love us and be loved, and just love is a beautiful thing. Like I said, love is love, and I love love. That's what because like I'm in a misty place right now. I just don't. It's like I said, maybe because it's snowing. We in Brooklyn, we in New York, so it's like it's the vibes, it's the lightning, it's everything for me. So make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Everything I talked about, the woman link, I would definitely put down in the description. If you haven't heard B. Simone Manifest in Love, oh my gosh, go check it out. It was very good. I liked her as a good friend, but we got to do some work for ourselves too, because we can't be manifesting Lord to build a man. He got 6 figures in it, and then we working at Payless. I'm gonna need you to get your life together. You know what I'm saying? We got to make it make sense for ourselves too. So it's like he bringing all this to the table. We bring in $15.95. If I'm not, girl, you done tried it. Like I said, make sure you guys hit that like button, please, please, please. Require, you already know I like to leave a little jewel every Friday. So what I'm gonna say to them, require, right? So we're gonna require, no, hold on, rewind. We're gonna know ourselves, right? Get to know ourselves. If we don't know ourselves, get to know our love languages. See, my husband, his love language is, sorry to tell your business, but his love language is a provider, finances. Like that's what his love language is. And like I said, mine's is like the communication, nurturing, affectionate. His is actually only one thing, which is a provider. Like that's what he feel like, and like I said, sometimes the lines can get crossed because you only think you're supposed to provide, and that's, but anyway, part 2 coming Friday, because I definitely want to explain more about that. But know yourselves. Sorry, Trey, I had to do it. Sorry, I love you, but yeah. Child, I'm all confused now. Know yourself. I need y'all to know yourself. Come on now. Like, we need to know ourselves before we get to any relationship. Spend time with yourself. I love sometimes being by myself. Get a good book, get a good coffee on. I don't know. Just be by yourself before you get to any relationship. That's number 2. And require, like, golly, we need to start requiring of these individuals that we are in relationships with. Period. I said what I said. Like, come on now, like we got to like have people stop playing with us. Period. Said what I said. Speak on a Friday. That's it. Peace.